Alright, Monday morning. Time to weigh in. Let's see what we're working with. $205. Okay, I can deal with that. 205. Last week it was what, about 207. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Considering I had my cheat meal on Saturday. Got a little too crazy with the cheat meal, but yeah, because what was it? During the day we went to Mashed. I kept it. I did some damage control. I only had like this healthy type omelet type shit, and I had a couple drinks, and then we met up with some friends I ain't seen in a while that night, and had a few more drinks, and then I gave in to temptation. I was like, fuck it, let's go to Whataburger. And it wasn't even all that good, but, you know, it's Whataburger, fuck it. So I had one of those A1 Thick and Hearties. Had to satisfy that craving. But not for the rest of this week, even for the rest of the month, I'm going to keep it pretty strict. Even next month, I'm going to kick it into high gear and really fucking get on my grind, because summer's gonna be here before you know it, and shit, by Memorial Day weekend, I'm trying to be, you know, fucking ready. I'm ready to be poolside ready. I'm ready to hit the lakes, ready to take my shirt off, have the abs popping out and shit like that. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. It's gonna be kind of boring and shit, but you know, I'll keep y'all posted, and I'll try to post some more workout shit and all that. But yeah, stay tuned. Okay, first off, I'd like to say good morning to my 9 subscribers and you fucking lurkers out there. It is Monday morning. I just got done weighing in, and yeah, I'm dropping weight. Dropping more weight again. Haven't really changed anything up. Diet's been the same. I basically just up my up my cardio a little bit more. I added 2 extra sessions of cardio. So what I'm doing morning AM cardio pretty much 4 days a week. I wake up in the morning, have my tea, get ready. I'll go do 30 minutes, and sometimes 3 days out of those week in the morning after my cardio, I'll do some ab work as well. I'll knock out some abs, and then I added 3 sessions of HIIT cardio post workout, just to kind of, and that's good too. HIIT cardio is pretty important. It's what do you call it? I'm not no fucking expert on this, but from what I've read, it's supposed to keep your metabolism up even after you're done working out and shit like that. So I guess, you know, it keeps your core body temp up and all that stuff. I don't know, but it seems to be working though. I'm still consistently tapering that weight off, and I'm hoping by May or mid-May I'll be pretty damn close to my goal. I think the goal for me was like 190, but I'm gonna try to do if I can, I'm gonna go get down to 180, because I'm not really doing this for the summer. I'm really cutting down because I want to be looking lean and good by my trip at the end of August. So I want to have that little about 10-pound buffer zone, just in case, you know, because it's the summertime. You want to go out and shit like that. So I want to have that little buffer zone. But yeah, that brings me to this topic though, is you know, well, there's 2 topics I want to hit on, but that one is going to segue into this one. Is I know that it's springtime now. It's the middle of March. Weather's warming up. That means, you know, you're wanting to go out and hang out with your friends, you know, go get, you know, the weather's nice, you want to go get some drinks, you want to go eat some good food and shit like that, hang out with your girls, hang out with your boys. And I think this right now is the hardest part as far as the cutting goes, because of that. Because, you know, like me, for example, I'm trying to stay as disciplined as possible, and, you know, limit my fuck ups to just like 1 or 2 meals throughout the week. But it's hard, you know, because you got, you know, your buddies, they want to go out, enjoy the nice day, get some drinks, you know, you're out drinking and shit like that, and then you smell some good food, you get the drunk munchies, you're like, fuck it, let's get some wings, or let's get this burger or something like that. So I know it's difficult, and I know it's hard right now, and it really is. And I'm not saying you have to be a complete fucking shut-in, you know. Keep in mind, I'm just an average Joe. You're probably just an average Joe or gal, and you're doing, you know, you're not a serious bodybuilder or professional or anything like that. So I'm not saying be a complete shut-in. Yeah, have a social life, and be sure to keep your friends around you and stuff like that, and go out and make appearances. But also keep in mind and remind yourself why you started this in the first place. You know, keep that goal in mind. Don't let anybody fuck up your goals or your gains, because in the end, the only person that really, really, truly wants to see you succeed is yourself. All right, that's the only person that's going to have your back at the end, you know. I think that I'm a pessimist, so I think people want to see you fuck up because it rectifies their own shortcomings, their failures and shit like that. So just, you know, keep that in mind. Keep that, you know, just remind yourself why you started this. I know it's going to be difficult, and it's going to be easy to fall off your path. And like I said in my previous video, you know, yeah, you're going to fuck up, but make sure to jump right back into it, and don't let that shit keep recurring and recurring and recurring. I noticed that, you know, a couple weeks ago, I started to get caught in that cycle of, you know, going out with customers especially. My job is fucking difficult. Not difficult, but you know, I have to go to these meetings and shit like that, and all these sales guys, they want to go out for drinks and go eat and shit like that, and they have every one of these fucking shows I go to, they have barbecue or Mexican food or all this good food fucking catered, and I'm sitting there like a fucking loser in the corner eating my chicken and broccoli. So it's difficult, but, you know, and the hard work pays off. I promise you, hard work is going to pay off. When you're sitting by the pool this summer with your shirt off, your fucking hoe ready, for you girls, your bro ready, you're going to be looking back like, man, I'm glad I didn't fucking go out and eat all that bullshit. I'm glad I didn't go out and drink all that fucking beer. You're going to be thanking yourself, while all the other people around you is going to have their shirts on and shit, fucking embarrassed. All right, so remember that shit. Also, what brings me to another thing I want to talk about is dealing with stress. Look, your diet and your training could be 100% on point. You're fucking hitting your macros, you're going to the gym, you're doing your cardio every fucking day. But if your stress levels, or if you're not able to deal with stress in a positive way, none of that shit's gonna matter. You know, if you're not getting your 6 to 8 hours of sleep at night, you know, or you're not dealing with shit in a healthy way, then it's all fucked. You know, because when you have too much stress in your life and you're not dealing with it, remember, I'm not a fucking scientist. I don't have a degree in this shit, but from what I've read, you know, your body's natural defense mechanism is to release cortisol. All right, it's a hormone that we naturally produce when there's stressors coming into our life. So cortisol, it holds on to body fat. You know, it holds on to energy reserves because it's a natural defense. You don't need that shit. You know, you don't want that. You don't want to have the release of cortisol in your body. So, you know, you need to get rid of stress. And that means getting fucking 6 to 8 hours of sleep at night. I know that seems difficult for you motherfuckers, but I mean, it's not. make sure you get your sleep. For me, it's easy, you know, because I got a job, I set my own schedule and everything like that. But for people that have those 9 to 5s, or they have to be up at like 7 in the morning and shit like that, plan ahead, you know. Don't fucking stay up looking at hot memes, spicy memes all fucking night. Fucking refreshing looking at fucking going back and forth between Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and all that shit. Set yourself up to get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep a day at night. And also too, dealing with stress. I know that we have stress at work. You know, we have to deal with fucking bosses and shitty customers and shit like that. And then you have to come home sometime and you have to deal with fucking bullshit at home. You have to make sure that, see, for me it's easy. I've always had that mentality of, you know, if there's stress in my life, fuck it. You know, just fuck that shit. Cut it off. Bam. I don't give a fuck. But, you know, everybody's different. You know, sometimes they can't let that shit go. Something fucked up happened at work. They can't let that shit go. They come home. Something triggers them and they can't let that shit go. You have to learn and train yourself, just like you train your body. You have to train yourself to let that which truly does not matter slide. Because, you know, in the end, it really doesn't matter. And you got to do what makes you happy, makes you content. And then overall, that's going to help your physique and your overall health. So, and a good stress reliever is going to the gym. I can't tell you, you know, when I've had a rough day or something like that, I get my ass into the gym, and afterward I feel 100% better. So yeah, there's that. That's a couple things I wanted to touch on. But yeah, if you like this, you know, hit the like. For my 9 subscribers, thank you for fucking following me, and I'll keep y'all updated on some shit. All right.